It's on the pod.
Really? You better cut that out.
And oop.
Do you want me to read you? Do you want me to read you all the ingredients?
Sure.
Cucumber, avocado, mango, spinach, lime, cherry, and ginger juices.
But why did they... on the big label, it's only cucumber and avocado?
I think those must be the two main ingredients.
Well, I realize that, but that's such a turnoff. I would never drink something with cucumber and avocado in it.
Well, I bought it.
But I'm saying they could increase sales, honey.
So you want them to be deceptive and be like mango and cherry juice or something?
No, cucumber. I wouldn't put avocado in the title. It's disgusting.
It's the main sell. It's intriguing.
Oh.
I was like, ooh, avocado smoothie?
Some Chinese restaurants and some Vietnamese restaurants have avocado smoothies. I would never in a million years. I don't know who would.
I think you should taste this.
Yeah.
It's good, actually. It's thick. It's like a cold, sort of sweet soup.
Soup.
Does that sell you?
Cold, sort of sweet soup.
Yes. I'm back on my juice. Bull. S.
And oop.
When you shower, I'm breaking the body up into 3 groups. Hair, body. Body in Spanish is cuerpo, and face. Hair, body, face. Now you do wash your toesies, like you soap down there.
That's part of the body.
But I figure that you're soaping your hair, or shampoo and hair, soap face, soap body, it all goes down to your feet.
It drips, like it gets wet.
Yeah.
But you need to scrub. You need to, like, at least rub your fingers in between every toe and across every surface of the epidermis.
Your nooks and crannies, like between your toesies.
Yeah. I scrub between every toe.
Yeah.
The bottom of my feet.
Each and every time you shower?
Yeah, honey.
Okay.
I scrub inside my belly button. Do you do that?
No.
Lover.
But once every few months, I do a facial wipe. My face wipes I have. I put my finger, like I what am I doing here, honey? This is the face wipe, and then
you poke your finger through the face wipe, but
yeah,
like
but I don't break the hole.
Right.
But it's like wrapped around my entire finger, and then I take that finger that's wrapped in face wipe, and I put it in my belly, and I wiggle it around.
Once every few months?
Yes. Well, because once every few months, there's something going on in there. I don't know what happens, but I feel something odd.
When you're rubbing the soap on your stomach, why don't you just stick your finger in there and wiggle it around in your belly button?
The belly button is so weird. Like, it's very odd feeling. Okay, let me ask you this. I know you're not a doctor, but the belly button, does it have... does it drain anywhere? Does it have... like, how deep does it go? That's another thing. And, like, me being large, fat, thick, lots of loose skin, there's a lot of area to peruse in there. And so sometimes I'm like, how deep does this go? How far should I go? This feels... it's an odd feeling. Yes.
I'm speechless. I mean, it doesn't go... I mean, you're like... It only goes so far. You can feel it. You can feel the end of it.
Yeah. But another thing, you will never know if you get it clean. Because you can't see in there.
So you don't try it all?
Once every few months when I'm like, I feel something funky in there. So I put in a face wipe. I actually do a couple face wipes because, like, I do the finger in the face wipe, pull it out. It's like yellow or brown. It's gross.
Oh.
But it's hard to clean. It's not like between your fingers or your face. It's like cleaning deep up in your nose. You don't know what the heck's going on there, and it's impossible to quote unquote clean in a functional manner, in a complete manner.
Yeah, okay, but every day when you shower, if you're sticking your finger in there with some soap and water, you're getting it as clean as you possibly can. And I have to say that's better than once every 3 months with a wet wipe.
Another thing about cleaning it, doing it that way, your way, with soap and water, how do you extract all the water and soap out of there? You just put your finger in there again, and then it goes, it splashes out.
It's just a little tiny hole.
But you
Or
can't
it's not
see
a hole,
anything.
it's like a crevice. It's like a divot.
Yeah, but you can't see what's going on. You need the movie where they shrink the spaceship down. Do you know that movie?
Yeah.
What is that movie?
And oop.
Fantastic Voyage.
Ah.
Where they shrink the ship and its people, the shipmates, down. I forget the reason. I don't care. But that's how.
Did they go into a belly button?
Yes. And they were like, damn, this person showers every day, uses soap and water in their belly button, but there's still a lot of stuff going on. Yes, darling?
You know what else you can't see?
Yes.
Your butt.
Yes.
And yet I hope, unless you're going to drop another bomb on me, I hope you clean your butt also.
Yes.
Okay, so...
But.
But.
B-U-T.
And oop.
I just think a good way to live your life is when you shower every day.
Yeah.
Little soapy soap, little warm water, little suds in your belly button.
And your feet.
Yeah.
Between your feet.
Every inch of your skin.
Once in a while, I soap the bottom of my feet. And then, like, when I put my foot back down on the shower floor, I almost slip. Like, what the heck is that about?
Please be
like,
careful.
I'm gonna fall and die like an old man in the shower.
When you get out of the shower and you're drying off,
Yep.
make sure you have a dry piece of the towel.
Yeah.
Stick it in your belly button and wiggle your finger around to dry.
Ew.
That's what I do.
But that feeling it gives me the oogies. Like, that feeling is very weird, right?
You get used to it.
It's bizarre. No.
And?
Well, okay. But, again, there's no visual evidence that you've cleaned your belly button. And just that feeling, I don't like it.
Okay, you might not like the feeling, but
Yeah.
it's necessary to clean your belly button, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also...
Would you say your belly button is 100% clean? 90%? 60? 30?
Like, right after the shower.
Yeah.
It's probably like 98.
Well, but when you wash your hands, it's 100%.
Well, I'm doing the best I can. Another important note when you get out of the shower...
Important.
And you're drying off.
Yes.
You dry between each and every single little toe.
What?
With your towel.
No, it's gonna dry. It's gonna air dry. Actually,
No.
a doctor told me a long time ago when I was maybe Lennox's age. He said when you get out of the shower, you don't want to dry off your legs and arms because the water from the shower will moisturize, essentially. I've lived with that wisdom.
Okay, yeah, but those are like exposed surfaces. They're not like nooks and crannies.
Yeah.
That like where water can get trapped.
Yeah. When we get what are we getting? When we get a pedicure.
Yeah.
At Peony, that's when they'll get into my nooks and crannies, right?
Twice a year? How often do you go?
Yeah, that's all I need.
Oh my gosh.
Babe, while you're showering, water is and soap and shampoo is continually going down your legs, down around your footsies.
Okay, but like picture a plate in the sink that you're cleaning that you've eaten dinner on.
Yeah.
The difference between just running water over it and taking this sponge and scrubbing it. It's like a world of difference with the amount of cleaning that happens.
Yeah, that's true. I don't have ketchup on my toes, darling. So back to my initial question. Face, hair, body. That's just what I'm asking about right now.
Right.
What order do you do them in and why?
I always do my hair first.
Because that's the top.
Because it's the top and it drips down the rest of your body.
Right. To your feet, which you don't need to wash because they get washed 3 times. Yeah. Sorry.
And then always body next.
Yeah.
And I start at the top and work my way down. So my feet are last.
Okay.
And then always last, thirdly, is my face.
Do you know why you do your face last? Because, so I do body, hair, face. But I always, like, literally every day when I shower, I'm like, I should be doing my hair first because you work your way down.
I think that's why I do my hair first.
Yeah.
I'm just top to bottom.
Right. Shouldn't you do your face second?
Right. I have no good reason. Oh, I do have a good reason.
Okay.
So I like to shower in warm water.
Yeah.
And then I don't like to put that same amount of hot water on my face. At the very end of my shower, I turn the little dial so the water's cooler. It's not cold, but
right.
it's cooler than what I shower my whole body in. And then I wash my face.
Oh. So you want your face to not get warm water or hot water?
I don't like splashing really hot or really warm water on my face.
Where's that adage from? Is that like your mom, or did a doctor tell you 40 years ago like me? Did you read it in Sassy Magazine?
I probably read it in
1986?
17 magazine.
Yeah.
No, I think it just feels really harsh, and I don't like that feeling. So I think maybe it's more gentle on my facial skin.
I got you. Theoretically, you could do hair, turn the water temperature down, then face, turn it back up,
right.
Then body.
It's just more streamlined.
Yeah.
To not do it that way.
Yeah.
Streamlined. That's not a word. Streamlined?
Streamlined.
You follow.
I think, well, every single day, because I just do it by instinct. I don't know why I started. I don't know how long ago I started. Maybe it's from the first shower of my life. But every single day I'm like, this is out of order. Because I do body, and then I do hair, and then I do face. So I'm like, well, I wash my body first, but then like the grit and grime and dirt from my hair and face is going down my body. So my body should be last.
Yeah.
I'm going to change things.
Yeah. We get into these routines, and sometimes you got to break yourself out.
Yeah. No rhyme, no reason.
One last note.
Yes, darling.
Speaking of nooks and crannies that you neglect.
Yeah.
How thoroughly do you clean your ears, around your ears?
In the shower?
Yeah.
To me, they're considered part of the face. Like when I do my face, I get my ears also. Do
you like rub your fingers over and around your ears?
Yeah, it's more incidental contact. I'm not going out of my way. Oh, I'm not taking my ears on a date.
Okay, well, at least they get a little of attention.
Yeah.
As opposed to your belly button.
Yeah. But I do Q-tips in my ears to clear the earwax, but you don't do that.
Very rarely.
And oop.
So I had breakfast with the great Marshall Phillips on Saturday. Today's Sunday. And he picked a place. It was Mel's Drive-In on Douglas Boulevard in Roseville, California. And as I operate, I look at the menu. I study the menu, like the Bible, for days and days and hours ahead of time, so I know exactly what I'm going to get. And so I show up knowing what I'm going to order, and that's the order I like in my mind and my life. But he shows up, and Marshall's an older gentleman. I knew he wasn't gonna look at the menu ahead of time and obsess on it like yours truly. But he shows up and waitress comes over, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, oh, he hasn't looked at the menu yet, so we're gonna need a couple more minutes. But she said, are you guys ready? And he said, yeah, we're ready. And I was like, what? So how Marshall Phillips order, and I thought this was unusual, he just orders a la carte. Like 99.9% of humanity, you look at the menu, oh, there's waffles on this side, and then there's omelets over here, and then there's scrambles over there, and it gives you options of toast, bacon, or sausage, but you generally play by the menu rules. You stick to what they offer, but he just goes a la carte. So the waitress came over, and I got an omelet with the bagel and Mel's potatoes, which are excellent, by the way. That's what I ordered. And then when he ordered, he said, I just want corned beef hash and hash browns and a mimosa. And I was like, it's not a plate. That's not a featured plate on the menu. He just orders a la carte, and I thought that was madness.
He does what he wants.
Yeah.
He said, this is what I want. Bring it to me.
Why don't more people do that? Because, like, I'll order from the sides or a la carte, but that's after I order whatever, the pancake breakfast, and then I want maybe some bacon, extra bacon.
I think maybe we see the menu and we see everything separate with a special little name, and it comes with this and it comes with that, and we feel like bound to these rules of this restaurant.
Yes.
It doesn't occur to us that we can just ask for whatever.
Yeah. And you're probably paying less, or you're paying the same, or it doesn't matter and you don't care.
I wonder how they charge them.
I was like, why are waffles not like they got the egg breakfast, and there's eggs, for instance, eggs, bacon, toast, potatoes, and then they got the waffle side with waffles and potatoes, but like they got the egg section, and they got the from the griddle section. And I was like, well, why don't you just and some restaurants do throw eggs and hash browns and toast and bacon and pancakes or waffles on the same menu, but a lot don't, and that always confused me. But I think also, like, ordering a la carte, you don't have to study the menu for 68 hours like yours truly. And you just go in there and you don't care what's on the menu. And the waitress, she rolled with it. She just wrote down whatever waitress handwriting that they write down that makes sense to the chef. And another thing is that, like, talked about my mom, who I gave her, or I offered to give her a watch that tracks your steps and tracks your fitness and all that nonsense. And she was like, no, I don't care about the clock anymore. Because she's retired. I don't need a watch. I don't pay attention to the time. That's just not my life. So I don't want your watch. And I was like, wow, I think that's like, Marshall's retired now. You've moved to your own beat, your own drum, and you don't care.
Yeah.
Another thing at Mel's, this lady next to us, she was with the guy, an older couple, and the guy ordered a regular breakfast, whatever, eggs and stuff. But she ordered a bowl of oatmeal. And I was like, okay. And I looked on the menu, a bowl of oatmeal, $6.99.
Wow.
$7 for some oats and water. And to make it, they made it fancier or sophisticated or whatever. She got a little like bowl, like what they put the ketchup in or ranch in. She got that, and there were cranberries and brown sugar in there. I was like, $7, and I thought the profit margin on oatmeal, on that bowl of oatmeal, must be through the roof.
Yeah,
like 900% profit margin.
They love when people order the oatmeal.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're gonna be basking in, we're gonna be raking it in today, and typical Belgian waffle, $10. What the heck?
Yeah, that's another one that they're making so much profit off.
Yeah,
It takes them like a 3/4 cup of little batter to make it.
2 minutes. Zero. I mean, you pour it in there, you close the lid, and you wait.
Probably cost them 20 cents.
Put scoop of butter, some syrup on the side. But I want to see like the menu with the profit margin of each item. That's what. Because I would want to order. I mean, not to stick it to the man, not to stick it to Mel. He seems like a fine man. He's probably dead, rest in power. But just so I'm getting the most bang for my buck, the most money. Yeah, she ordered oatmeal, and then our waitress was like, "Do you want coffee?" And again, I was like, and I had just had coffee, and in my head, and this is my mom talking, in my head, I just had coffee at our home before taking off out there. And I was like, I probably had 6 cents worth of coffee this morning, and they're going to charge $4 or $5. But it was $3.20, $3.50 something. But Marshall picked up the tab. So I was like, yeah, boy.
And oop.
So we just booked our vacation, our family vacation. Our yearly big family vacation. And initially, because we just got our tax refund, it's a couple grand. Initially, we were talking about Disneyland because Disneyland is the ultimate family vacation. We're in California. I haven't been there in 20-ish years. You,
I went
10 or 15?
About 8 years ago. Lennox was 1 or 2.
Okay, right. And it's not far, but it's far. West Sacramento to Anaheim is 7-ish hours or so. So we were thinking, okay, Disneyland. And then we started looking at the prices. And Disneyland is just out of this world expensive. And they do have a premium product, but they know that and they can charge for it. So there's various websites. Mousesavers.com is one, but a bunch of websites that will like give you tips and hints on how to save money, but there's not much money to be saved because Disneyland, they don't mess around.
No, they know you want what they got. Right.
And it's unique and there's nothing like it on the planet. And so they're charging accordingly. So, and we tried to work it. Okay, so we're gonna drive. Well, first of all, the drive time 7 hours. You got to account for that. And driving back 14 hours. That's a lot of driving.
Practically a whole day.
Yeah, for a couple days, a vacation. So that was the initial like, how do we work this? And then the second was like, their cheapest hotel is $500.
Yeah.
Per night.
On one hand, we wanted to get like the full Disney experience, so we did want to spend a night in one of the Disneyland hotels.
Yeah.
I've never stayed there. Have you?
No.
But at the same time, we were trying to do like the bare minimum, bare bones Disney trip.
Right.
So we're considering one night. We'll do 2 nights only.
Yeah.
One night in the Disney hotel, and then the next night we'll hop over to the Motel 8.
Right.
Like 1 day in the park only. 1
day in the park, 1 night in the park hotel, and then the other day downtown Disney, which is free, and I've heard it's a lot of fun. It's a bunch of shops and restaurants and blah blah blah, but it's free. It's open to the public. You can just you don't need a super expensive. It's not $130 a walk in or $150 a walk in, and then so that'd be the second day, and then the second night would be Motel 8. We'll leave the light on for you, but it just got to be like if I want to do it, I want to do it big, and doing it big is a couple grand.
It's a couple grand. The entire thing just started feeling very overwhelming and stressful.
Yeah. And they gear their packages to make you stay multiple nights because you'll spend a lot more money. So there's zero savings if you go 1 day, 1 night. But if you go 2 days, 2 nights, 3 days, 3 nights, yeah, you can save $200 if you spend $3,000. So it's just, it's too rich for our blood. Actually, my mom said that when I went down there. I was talking about going to take my stepdad, Grandpa Curtis, to see the new Spider-Man movie. And I checked the prices, $14 a ticket. And my mom said, "That's too rich for our blood." And I was like, I've been on Zillow. Okay. I know this house is worth $1.6 million, Mom. But back to Disneyland.
Back to
Is that what we were
Disneyland.
talking about? Yeah, it just got to be too much like trying to finagle and trying to cut corners. And
Another thing about only spending one day in the park is there's
Yeah.
so much pressure to get
Yeah.
the most out of it.
yeah,
And what if it doesn't work out? What if we spend most of the time standing in lines?
Yeah.
And it's our only day. It's our only chance.
yeah. It's like a long distance relationship where you see each other once every 8 months and you got to make that night count.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you have a little tiff about the headboard, for instance, then it's like, well, we only got 18 hours here.
Right. It's too much pressure.
We weren't meant to be. So another reason, so the travel time, just way too costly. And another reason I thought about not going, as I tried to convince myself. I was just looking for confirmation bias. Like I made this decision. We're going to Reno. Disneyland is a fool's errand. But another thing is that the kids aren't into Disney. So Luna is 13, Lennox is 10, and it's not like Luna's dressing up like Elsa from Frozen every day. I mean, they do like Disney.
That's true. Of course they do. And of course they would have a fantastic time if we did go there, I'm
Yeah.
sure. But I guess they're not Disney fanatics
Right.
in any way.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, we do watch some of the Marvel movies, and they do like the Star Wars, even the old school movies, but they're not big stands. I mean, maybe if they had Descendants 2 Land or something. Chilling like a villain, best song ever. So I just became more and more convinced that Disneyland was just not the move, and I want to see the Star Wars world, whatever it's called, because as a 44-year-old man, Star Wars was huge in the late 70s, early 80s, and I think that would be really cool. But on the other hand, if I never see it and before I die, I'll be okay. And then one more fun fact, one more side note. We were in Trader Joe's yesterday, and there were 2 grown adults with Disney sweatshirts, and they weren't together. There was a guy who had a huge Mickey Mouse on his sweatshirt, and then a woman who had a picture of an image of the Cinderella Castle. Is that it? It's the Cinderella Castle, and it said in words on top of it, "My happy place." And for the adults who are really into Disney, who hurt you, and and just let it go. And stop trying to fill that void with an entertainment product. Actually, a family that my mom babysits for, they go to Disneyland like once a month.
Dang.
They got the super duper whatever pass when you can show up anytime.
If we lived down there,
Yeah.
it would be, maybe we would go.
Yeah.
But like you said, with the travel involved, that just adds 2 more days of travel. And so maybe if you are close by, it's worth it to pop over there once every couple months.
Yeah. And so I started thinking, where could we take the family, the Wild Chows? Like San Francisco, too many homeless. I don't know. And then Monterey has the nice aquarium, but it's quite far.
It's very far. And what is there besides, there's a beach and an aquarium.
Yeah.
San Francisco we've done day trips with the kids before, and that's really fun. But for like staying 2 or 3 nights, an extended period of time, I'm not sure.
Yeah, and just too crowded and driving around
that's the other thing, you have to navigate through the city.
Yeah. And so Reno, I was thinking Reno, because we've been there twice. Mm-hmm. We stayed at Grand Sierra Resort and Peppermill. And we really liked it. We really liked Grand Sierra Resort. They're both fine stays, but Grand Sierra Resort is, you could like the world could end, and if you were there, you'd you'd be entertained for about 3 weeks because they got their own movie theater, they got a bowling alley.
You don't know what's going on in the outside world,
Right? And you never have to leave, and it's fantastic. So we started looking family-friendly hotels and via Google and TripAdvisor and Expedia and all this stuff. But we just kept going back to Grand Sierra because they got the bomb-ass pool scene.
They have an amazing outdoor pool. It's huge.
Yeah. And it's going to be early July. It's going to be super hot.
They have tons of restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
They have
a huge arcade,
bowling alley, movie theater.
Yeah.
Just lots and lots of stuff.
Yeah.
And, they have, like, outdoors. They have go-kart racing, driving thing.
Right.
So lots of options, especially when you compare it to the other resorts there in Reno.
Yeah. And Reno's like 2 hours from us. So talk about travel time from 7 hours to 2 hours. And I started looking at prices and get a room for about $90 with resort fees, whatever that ripoff is. It's about $130 a night. So for 3 nights, we already booked it. It was $406.
Less than one night in a Disneyland hotel for 3 nights at the resort.
Yeah. And I was like, we could live like kings in Reno, dine like kings. So it just made more and more sense. We're staying in the middle of the week, which cuts down on the hotel room cost. But so we already booked the hotel. Like I said, 3 nights, $406. And then for S's and G's, shits and giggles, honey. I looked at the Disneyland, the cheapest hotel, which is the Plaza or Pool. There's 3 hotels and one of them's on the cheapest one, $500 a night. But I priced out 5 nights there. 3 nights. 3 nights. Sorry, okay. 3 nights there, and 4 days of tickets. And the final price was $3,000, $3,025. And then if you want their stupid upgrades like the Park Hopper ticket, if you want the Disney Genie Plus service, which includes their Lightning Lane entrance and audio tales, it balloons to $3,585.64. Anyways, so we got $400 on and that's no food. Right.
So when you're at Disneyland, you got to buy the food, and when you're at Disneyland, you want to buy their food because it's unique and it's special. It's only there really at the park, and it's very good.
Yeah. So that'd be over 4 G's for 3 nights, and I'm sure it'll be a blast, and it would be something for the memories. But like Grandma T with the $14 Spider-Man ticket, too rich for our blood. So we booked it, and I'm happy.
I'm happy. The kids are excited too.
Yeah.
We talked about all these thoughts with them.
Yeah.
And so they know.
Yeah.
They knew that we considered Disneyland, and we decided, nah. Yeah. Not at this time.
Maybe if they were younger, maybe if they were more into Disney.
They've both been when they were little, very little though. Yeah. Like Lennox doesn't remember.
Yeah.
And Disney's fun. Maybe when they're older, we'll go.
Yeah.
For some reason. I don't know why.
And we went to, in terms of roller coasters or whatever, we went to Marine World in Vallejo. And listen, it's not Disneyland, but it's an hour away or whatever. And it's cheaper, and we can come home at the end of the day. It's just like life. It's all about negotiations or concessions, if you will.
We're gonna have a fantastic time in Reno.
Yeah.
We're gonna eat. We're gonna swim.
Yeah.
We're gonna laugh and make memories, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah. So $400 on the room, and then. But we're not going to eat, like, we're going to bring some snacks, like granola bars and chips, so we don't eat 3 meals a day. Because the restaurants are pricey.
Yeah.
And there are lower end options, but we don't want to spend $500
We'll still eat out, but
Yeah.
not every day, all day.
Yeah. Maybe like do a light breakfast and then do like a fancy dinner or one
Right.
of their upscale restaurants for Din Din. How are we going to, what are we going to do for alcohol, honey? Because like you hear, and I watch movies, I know what's going down, but in the movies, like if you just pull on a slot machine, they're like, hey, would you like a room for a night? Here's some booze for 6 hours while you pull on that slot machine. But when we went, and I don't gamble, I barely gamble, we barely gamble, but we gambled for a little. No one offered us jack shit. Like, what the hell? Well, what is this trope they're building in our minds? And is it Hollywood lying to us,
I have
honey?
no idea if that happens in real life. Maybe only certain places have that.
Maybe you need to be like a regular and at a slot machine or a blackjack table for an hour, and maybe a high roller.
They saw you just passing through.
Yeah.
You did one nickel machine and
Yeah.
then you were on your way.
Yeah. But I want to drink, so should we just bring some beers in the hotel room and should we take it back to college, honey?
And oop.
Okay. No.
Woman.
And oop.
Okay. So, side note, the other movie where they shrunk the spaceship down is called Inner Space, starring Dennis Quaid, Martin Short, and a young Meg Ryan. Did you ever see that?
I don't believe so.
Fantastic movie. And then the other thing I want to... to the two grown adults who were wearing Disney sweatshirts in Trader Joe's in Fair Oaks, California yesterday at around noon. How about wearing a sweatshirt of your family? What was the other thing? Oh, will you freely admit that the feeling of putting your finger in your belly button is nothing like washing your hands or your shoulder or your hair?
Yes, I will admit to that.
It's a very odd feeling, right? It's unconventional.
I don't know about that.
Hmm.
It's, if you think about it too hard, you're like, my skin is sticking together in this spot.
Yeah.
To hold my innards in.
Yeah.
It's a weird concept.
The belly button.
The belly button.
Yeah. Okay, so back to our regularly scheduled programming. Last time we were there,
Where?
Grand Sierra Resort. The pool scene, man, the pool vibe.
Oh man.
Drinking. They were selling buckets of beer, 6 beers for around $30, and which is highway freaking robbery, but that's their right, and they kind of have to, and why wouldn't you? But I want to like bring beer into our hotel room because I don't mind paying $30 for 6 beers, but I want to have a good buzz going beforehand. Like I don't want to try to be getting intoxicated for $6 a beer. Side note: Marshall Phillips ordered a mimosa with his a la carte, by the way. It didn't come with the waffle plate. I never understood people who order a beer, a cocktail, a mimosa, a frosty adult pop alcoholic beverage. What's the point of that?
I don't get it either.
Just to say they can, or just to have something, or just...
I don't get it. You like the taste?
You're not going to get a buzz.
No.
So
So
you want to pay $6?
4 times the amount.
Right. You want to pay $6 for a beer? I've always found that odd. Like when I went on, when I flew on Southwest from my parents up to here, well, back and forth, they had beer for $7, and I was like, this is a 75-minute flight.
Right.
Like, how many? First of all, you got to wait 30 minutes till you get to cruising altitude. Then they start taking your order, and serving you beer, and you might drink 2, maybe 3 if the stewardess / flight attendant is super quick to serve you and attendant who is attentive. So you're spending $21 for a slight buzz on a 75-minute flight. What the heck is wrong with you? I don't get it. But so I want to find some way to bring some booze into the hotel room so we can pop a few before we head under the pool. But as far as like being as drunk as possible, we're not young anymore, honey. We got the Wow Child with us.
This is a family vacation.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep it low key, but I wanna toss a few back with my lady, and I think we're good examples of drinking in front of the kids. Like, we keep it to literally Friday. Sometimes it drifts into Saturday.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I might veer into Sunday, but
that's very rare.
Yeah, very, very rare. But like weekdays, we keep it 100% sober. And when we do drink, we don't act unwieldy. We don't wild out.
No.
We don't get out of control.
And oop.
But hopefully, in the end, our vacation will be Lennox and Luna in the same queen bed, watching a marathon of diners, drive-ins, and dives, and they look so dang cute when they're in the same bed, and they're on vacation, so they don't mind each other as much.
Yeah,
it's super adorable. So we ate Trader Joe's Kung Pao chicken, and we also ate their bulgogi beef fried rice. Is it bulgogi or bulgogi?
Gogi, I would...
Gogi?
I'm guessing.
Which one's more fun to say?
Gogi.
Gogi. Beef fried rice with kimchi. We got this on Saturday, where we saw grown adults wearing Disneyland sweatshirts like some losers.
Rubbing it in our faces, really, that we're not going.
Right. Oh, you have $4,000 to spend on a couple nights in Anaheim. Congratulations. We're proud of you.
I'm buying a Grand Sierra Resort sweatshirt.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that'll show how frugal you are. And my mom will be like, yay.
A sweatshirt that costs $50.
Oh, no kidding. No kidding. In the duty-free shop. So we had their Kung Pao chicken and bulgogi, whatever. Let's review the Kung Pao chicken first, honey. Well, we also got the orange chicken. We feasted on Saturday.
Oh my gosh.
It didn't get no better. And you cooked it all at the same time, and it all like appeared on the table at the same time.
I felt like a chef.
You were.
I felt like Uncle at Peace Cuisine was about to hire me.
Yeah, you were
as
like
his sous chef.
You were like Salt Bae. Orange chicken, I mean, we've talked about it before. It's fantastic. Stand out.
Yeah.
The Kung Pao chicken, this was a new thing. And we tried it just because we were like, well, let's do Asian dishes this time. Thoughts, feelings, comments, reflections, honey?
The Kung Pao chicken was solid. It
Yeah.
tasted like restaurant Kung Pao chicken.
Yeah.
It was really easy to make.
Yeah.
There's a few steps, so I got intimidated at first.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be quite easy and very tasty.
Yeah. It was very good. Well, first off, the quality of the chicken was outstanding.
Yeah.
Just like with the orange chicken. Like, they get good quality chicken. Some of these Chinese joints, like, their chicken is like, what's wrong with this chicken?
That's not chicken.
That ain't no chicken. What were you doing to this chicken in the back? So quality of chicken was very good, very high. And there were vegetables in there, but not too many. And they were diced really finely. Like, the pineapple was like a centimeter, a block. And
It let the chicken shine.
yeah.
Sometimes the veggies and the fruits in there just overwhelm it.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like trying to look for a little chicken here and there.
Yeah.
The chicken was the star of
Yeah.
the Kung Pao.
Yeah, like most sweet and sour chickens, they just give you like bricks of pineapple and huge sheaths of onion, and it's like, this is too much going on here. It's too much. Well, because it's cheaper, so they throw a bunch in there. But yeah, the Kung Pao chicken and Kung Pao chicken at a lot of Chinese restaurants, there's tons of vegetables. You're like freaking Jacques Cousteau searching for the chicken, for the few bits of chicken in there. But yeah, it was a lot of good quality chicken, veggies in there, but they were diced and chopped very small, so it didn't cloud the chicken game, as it were. there were peanuts, like raw peanuts in the mix. And at first you didn't want to put them in the Kung Pao chicken. But the instructions said to add them in the last minute.
Yeah, you throw them in last.
Yeah.
Let them heat up for a minute and then you're done.
Yeah. So I said that's cool because they'll stay crunchy and they won't get soft and mushy. I thought they were okay, but
fine. I wish they'd been chopped, so it's just little tiny.
Yeah.
For a little tiny crunch.
Yeah. That's how they do it at the Vietnamese whenever we get vermicelli.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, they chopped up the peppers and the pineapple super tiny, but they kept the peanuts regular. Well, I guess it's all very similar sized. I thought the sauce was sweet, but not too sweet. And then there was also a spicy end, and which is good heat, but it could have used a little more. But overall, very impressed. So Kung Pao chicken honey versus orange chicken, one gotta go. Which one is your winner?
I gotta stick with the orange chicken, but
Yeah.
only by a slight margin.
Yeah, I think it's about the crunch.
Yeah.
You crunch down. It's like, how was this frozen? How do they perform this sorcery, this wizardry? Because it tastes as good as it tastes like more crunchy than the Panda orange chicken, which they fry right in front of your face. Bizarre. I don't know what black magic they're using here. The bulgogi beef fried rice with kimchi, which is a Korean dish. You had a little, honey. I ate most of it, but thoughts, feelings, comments, reflections?
It was okay.
Yeah.
It's sort of unremarkable.
Yeah. I thought the fried rice part was good, decent fried rice. But the kimchi, very scant. Barely any.
I still don't know what kimchi is, really, even though you described it while we were eating.
Highly pickled vegetables. I would bite down and be like, oh, that tastes like a little faint kimchi, but hardly any in there. And then the bulgogi beef, which I was really looking forward to. There was one decent sized piece of bulgogi beef in the entire dish. And I was like, okay. And there were other small pieces of shrapnel bulgogi, tiny bits of bulgogi rubble, if you will. But there was one good sized piece of bulgogi, and I ate it. It was terrible. It was terrible quality of beef. No flavor. It was just so. The fried rice, which was 95% of the dish, it was decent fried rice. But the rest there wasn't very much of the rest, and what there was just a miss. So anyways, are we done, honey?
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, that's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. Let's all try a little harder next time. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, review, and rate, or don't. Do whatever you want. You're grown up. Make your own decisions. Wear a sweatshirt with your family on it. Please be sure to use our promo code for Expedia.com. We don't have a promo code for Expedia.com. Goodbye. I love you. We love you. Oh, Expedia is where I booked our vacay. That's why we're using it.
Hashtag not an ad.
Hashtag sponsored post. Goodbye. I love you. We love you. We hope you have a good day today and tomorrow. And sure, I may have admitted to rarely cleaning my belly button, but I'm still a good person, and we're still good people. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a wonderful day/night. Bye. That's the official end of the program, but here's some bonus content for those of you who follow us on OnlyFans. We don't have an OnlyFans. If you love ASMR or mukbang, or if you're a furry, here is us eating Trader Joe's Kung Pao chicken and bulgogi fried rice. Enjoy.
And oop. Ooh.
We got chicken.
Is that crispy, juicy tender?
Give me
my uncle.
Give me that kimchi. What is kimchi? Is it that green thing?
No, it's like a vinegary something or other.
Oh. Kung Pao me that chicken.
darling.
Ooh, this is beautiful. I don't know where to start. Oh yeah, it's basmati. Hecka long. Doesn't even look like rice.
You said it looks like rice? Or
No, it doesn't.
pasta?
It's like so long. Yeah.
When we're done, you just,
Oh yeah. You can eat it though, right?
Mm-hmm, so.
I mean, like it's edible. Uh-oh. Frankie?
Okay.
I know he's crying. Just give him some food so he'll shut up.
He's just looking at the rice. Kung Pao. Good. What do you think of the peanuts?
They're okay. They're not necessary.
Right. I ain't mad at them. Got good spice. Also good sweet. Orange chicken, my darling. Okay. Pepper sauce on the bottom.
I like pouring it on my rice though.
Yeah, I did. Oh, I did. I like the Kung Pao. I think this would be like eating edamame shell.
Yeah.
You can't break it down. You could swallow it and then it would eventually make its way, but
You could swallow it whole.
why give yourself the heartache? I like the Kung Pao.
Me too, it's really good. I like all the veggies.
The basmati is like, they're like little pastas.
Yeah.
These are so long.
Have you had the fried rice yet?
It's good, but it's not distinctive. I want to try the meat. That's what I got it for. Yeah, it's good. So next time, just no peanuts. I'll bring the peanuts to work as a snack.
Yeah, I like them sealed in a little bag.
Good eating.
Hecka good.
Ah,
What happened?
your wire got in your rice.
Oh no.
Just barely. Like Lennox's blanket and his eggs.
Oh god. No, it didn't.
Sorry. But the Kung Pao chicken has a crunch. Unstoppable.
Yeah, it's not breaded.
Has veggies, but barely. When are the kids gonna enjoy a feast like this? Huh? With us, you know.
I don't know. I was thinking about taking them to Costco with all the samples. Maybe that will help their palate expand because you get a little sample and it's fun. And then you try new foods. That's what COVID took from our children.
I was wondering, Costco opens at 9, but do samples start at 9, 10, 11?
Oh yeah.
It's probably Googleable, or we can call. You can call.
I bet you they start later.
But why?
Because you want there to be more shoppers? Sampling stuff? Potentially buying things?
If you got samples at 9 a.m., the people will come. It's like the lamest call. Costco, when do your samples start?
That is pretty embarrassing.
That's why you're getting a call. Which one?
Maybe
do you
your
like?
mom knows.
Oh, yeah. No, my mom, like, she goes during senior hours. They,
Oh.
they block off 2 hours on Tuesday and Thursday
Oh.
for the old folk. But I'll ask her. Which one do you like better, liver? Kung Pao or orange chicken?
Do I have to choose? I'm gonna go orange, but it's really
Same.
close.
You know what? It's like rice-a-roni, the long strands.
Did your mom eat basmati? Basmati? Do you know why she bought it for you?
She had a bag of brown rice. Brown basmati.
Oh, brown basmati. This doesn't look like a lot when I'm cooking it, but it's always a lot when you're eating it.
Yeah. I swear 6 minutes ago, I was like, this isn't a lot of food. Marshall Phillip.
I'm getting full. How's that beef? I don't think I got a piece in mine.
There's only one. I don't think I've eaten a piece. No. No. The fried rice is legit. Okay.
I had some. I'm good.
Once you goes basmati.
I think I like the other kind better. Where do we buy? Hinode? No.
Boatin?
Bo-in.
Really? Maybe gotta cook less of it because it was too much.
Yeah.
Itsy bitsy rice cooker.
Can I have that? Kung Pao. Thank you.
What was it? I think, oh, teriyaki chicken.
mean, that'll probably be good, but teriyaki chicken is a dime a dozen in this town. Let me get more rice.
Okay.
You want more, lover?
No, I'm so full. I mean, I want to eat more, but
Do it. This is living.
this is the good life.
You're right. The other rice is more sticky and together. This is like separate. Doesn't act as one.
I'm so full. Finish it.
Call my mom.
Back on track. Call her and say what?
Tell her Luna hates macarons and,
No.
and we don't like basmati rice.
I like the basmati. I just think I like the other kind better.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now that I say that and I'm looking at it though, I just don't know.
The kung pao has a little spice. I could use a little bit more, but it's good.
Well, you're supposed to eat that pepper for the spice.
You remember Reno, right?
Yes. Remember,
Oh.
didn't that guy tell you to eat it?
Yeah. He didn't say eat it, but he's like, I like heat, so I would, or something like that. I was like, okay.
And you listen to him.
Punk kid.
Wanna go for a walk or something?
I already walked 3,000 steps, lover.
And I sat in the chair at Hazy's for so long I told her my butt hurts.
You stop that. Driving down Sunrise. Remember Angry Bird is still there?
Mm-hmm.
We went to those movies. Those are closed. Tapatio.
What was Tapatio?
Christmas. We went to a Mexican restaurant.
Oh.
Or it was Christmas Eve.
No, it was Christmas Day. I don't feel good now.
Put on your public relations cap and craft an official statement about our hot take on basmati rice. To release to my mom,
We like it.
it's not much. The boat in.
Go in. It's light and fluffy, which I do like. But sometimes when you're eating, like, with Asian food, you want it to be sticky and more congealed.
I'm gonna tell her that. You know what she's gonna say? You didn't cook it right.
Just tell her we like it. We do like it.
Natsuki. It's so funny how Luna had the she had all the P's and Q's to the Garcia ritual or whatever. Expectations. Like one significant piece of beef in here and about 4 shards of beef. Kimchi's heck up. It's pickled, but I say vinegar because it's so sour or whatever. But my old roommate Josh J, his mom used to like come down and bring some visit, or he would bring some back from his parents' house. You open the fridge, whoosh, stink up the whole kitchen.
So it's a pickled what?
Onions.
Oh.
It's like a dressing with vegetables. Or it's like a condiment to them. Slap it on everything. Have you ever had boiled peanuts? Disgusting.
They're soft?
I didn't know what they were, and I was walking with Matt Furuzawa in. Oh my god. The robber is here. Home takeover. Home invasion. And Ranch 99, but it's like an Asian little shopping mall in El Cerrito, and there was like a stand. It was like boiled peanuts. I was like, oh, okay, that sounds good. And like a bag was $1 or whatever. I was like, whatever, I'll try it. I ate one. It was just disgusting.
How soft is it?
Super soft.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So it's like a soft, salty ball? Is it salty still? Or does it lose that?
I don't remember being salty. Well, they boil it. From what I remember, they boil it in the shell.
Oh.
It's disgusting, dude. Like, especially if you weren't expecting it. When I think about it, it's just like peanut butter, but
No. What's the matter, Frankie?
are you enjoying staring at me?
I'm watching you eat.
Yeah, no.
It's like a real life mukbang.
Mm. Put that in your car. I'll give you the button.
What button? Did it come with one?
Yeah. Although I don't know why I never gave you a button, because
Because you don't love me.
see, basmati.
There we go.
Good job. It's like a construction project.
No, I want more. Now that I've taken a 5-minute break.
I'm gonna finish it.
What was that?
I'm gonna finish it. Get more rice for us,
Yes.
because you've had a break.
Throw those peppers away.
They're there for decoration cover.
The new TikTok challenge.
Yeah.
What are we watching tonight?
Marry Me or Someone Somewhere.
I thought you didn't want to keep watching that.
I mean, I will if you want to.
I want to.
Okay. I mean, there's only 4 more episodes or 3 or whatever.
Did we watch 1 or 2 last night? Dang.
Did we watch 1 or 2? We watched 1. What was it 2?
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom. Let me keep it to the side.
Keep what to the side?
Keep the Kung Pao over here.
God dang it.
You stay on your side, I'll stay on mine.
I just washed these placemats.
Oh, it's okay, lover.
And I'm spilling all over them.
I was going to say something faster.
Oh, thank you.
Take more.
A little. Just a little. Okay.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. So you brought up like eating peppers as a challenge or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Lifehacker had 13 challenges that prove older generations were as stupid as TikTok teens. So there's all the challenges are dangerous. They're stupid. Don't do the challenges. But we've always been stupid. We've always
Yeah. That's definitely true.
Evil Knievel's one. The pole sitting challenge. I mean, this is hecka old. Goldfish swallowing challenge.
Ew, I don't know that.
Streaking. Will Ferrell. Old school. Tapeworm challenge. Rainbow party. Panty raid. Jaw wiring. Uh-oh. Look at the boot. It was all peanuts.
What?
This is like mostly peanuts.
Oh. Sounded like you said a different P word, honey.
Never. The phone booth cramming challenge. Dance marathon. Poison eye drop.
Poison eye drop. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Thank you for playing. The TJ's Asian food challenge. So what do you want to watch?
Someone somewhere.
Okay. I'm digging it. I recognize that it's quality writing and TV and blah, 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 but I thought the first episode knocked it out of the park. I never said that, but like, I mean, this is good, but...
I think it's been very consistent.
But the first episode ended with her conquering her fears and singing, and the ginger guy was up there with her. And she's sung one song since. Crunchy.
I can hear. I'll start the dishes. No.
Bye.